Hey my lovelies, my name is Jane and welcome back to my channel. So we're going to jump straight into it today. I've got a load of new makeup to try, so I thought, do you know what, let's just do one video, try half a dozen things, see what they're like, see how we get on. As you can tell, my eyebrows are looking a little crazy. I've just run it through with some brow gel, and as you can see, hopefully you can see that a little better now, my eyebrows are very patchy. So quite gappy. You know, I was a child, the 80s and 90s, thin eyebrows and all that malarkey. So my eyebrows just never really grew back. You know, I think a lot of people can relate to that. So I thought I'd try a new product. I have had one or two goes at it, I'm not going to lie. I couldn't resist. So it was a case of, okay, do you know what? Let's have a go on camera with you. You can see how much I mess it up, because as we know, I don't do my brows on camera, so it could be interesting. So this is the Essence Tiny Tip Precision Brow Pen. So this is what we got going on there. This one's in the colour dark brown, so we've got a tiny little nib. Tiny weeny. I can't remember how much this one cost, but I will link it down below. But I did get it on Just My Look. So for anybody in the UK, or if you've got it in the country you are, this is where I found this Essence brow pen from. So, okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to kind of try and fill in the gaps in between my natural brow hairs. So I'm going to zoom you in. Ooh, that's a bit scary without the rest of my face on. And we're going to just try this one. Hopefully, I'm going to try it so that I'm not blocking myself in the mirror. But we're going to do the best that we can. So, hopefully, let's say, you can see what I'm doing. So I'm just going to take this in between the brow hairs. Like I say, I'll probably need to do a clean-up job afterwards, but that's to be expected. I always seem to do a clean-up job afterwards. So we're just going to run that one through there. Oh, that's not looking brilliant. It's harder to do it when you need to kind of keep it free, so it's not actually drawing on there. It does work, I have tried it. It's just me, like I say, I'm just no good at brows, and trying to do it, you know, so that you can see as well is just a bit of a nightmare. So that's looking better already. Not perfect. My brows are never perfect, but better. So I just find I'm a bit cack-handed with this, so we're just going to re-go over that. And like I said, I'm not worried too much if I make a big mess at the top, because we can clean that up. But if you compare that one, there you go, zoom you back out a bit. If you compare that one to that one, you can see that that is quite a difference. So that one does look better. Close up, not so much. But from a distance, definitely better. So what I am going to do, I am going to go and do the other one off camera, because that was just a nightmare to do. So I will be right back. There you go. So that's what we got going on there. They look okay. Like I say, I've done worse. I haven't had to do a clean-up job either. So I think I did manage to get them roughly even. They're never even. So it's the best that I've got. Next, we're going to go in with the new Charlotte Tilbury foundation. This is the Charlotte's Beautiful Skin Foundation for your best healthy looking skin day every day. It says skin looks more radiant to up to 285%, plus long lasting pollution defense. It says undetectable coverage, improves the look of skin with each wear, clinically proven results, boosts hydration by up to 166%, skin looks plumper and smoother by up 181%, skin tone looks more even by up to 210%, over 90% of users agree. So we got minimises the appearance of pores, reduces the appearance of pigmentation, dark spots, skin appears instantly brighter. And then it says to blend outwards from the centre of your face for a natural looking coverage. That's a lot of claims. Not going to lie, I couldn't wait. I have used this one a couple of times and I do have some thoughts on it. So with the thoughts, which I will tell you all about momentarily, I am going to go in one side with a primer. So I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Cooling Mint Primer that I've had for a while now. And I'm just going to do that on one side of my face because I just want to see how much better it works, sort of with or without the primer. So I'm just going to squidge a blob of that on there. As I say, it's been a while since I've used this one. So we're just going to put that, got to remember, on one side of my face, not on both sides, because I'm so used to doing it on both sides. So we're just going to chuck that one on there. The reason why I want to try it with a primer is, I'm not going to lie, I found this a little drying on my skin. I've got not overly dry skin, but I do have dry skin and cat hair, as always. So I did find that it was, you know, it looked a little funny in certain places. So I thought, do you know what, let's chuck a primer on and see if that makes a difference. But I'm going to chuck a primer in between my brows because I found that was one of the worst places. It looked a bit weird. And make sure I've got plenty around my nose. So we got the, just got to remember now which side the primer's on. But I did find with, oh, what's the other one called that I really love, but I had to wear a primer with that one, was the Flawless Filter, the one with the gold cap. So I did find that one would never sit right on my skin. And then once I discovered that if I stuck a primer on, it worked so much better. And I'm thinking maybe it's going to be the same with this one, which I'm quite surprised because it's supposed to be hydrating and everything else. I'm surprised that I found it quite drying. I have this one in the shade Too Neutral. I think the last one I had was something like 3 Cool and it was just too dark. So it was a case of we're going to go down one, and I did find that this was a really good match for me. So it comes in this very elegant squeezy tube. And we've got a beautiful pump on it. And cat hair, always. So I'm going to take my brush, as always. I'm going to pump a bit of that on there. And then chuck that one on the centre of my face and blend out. And see that with the colour? I think that is such a really, really, really good match on me. Make sure it's all covered, but it goes on really, really well, you know, and it does look, I think it looks absolutely beautiful on the skin because it's not sort of heavy coverage, or as you can see, you can still see all my redness and that there, but it does look really pretty. I had a couple of issues, not going to lie. So another pump for the other side of my face. Now this is the side without the primer. So I'm just going to cover all that. I'm just going to blend it out like I normally would with anything. Just a slightly dampened beauty blender. Okay, so let's give you a bit of a close-up. This is the side without the primer. And as you can see, it is sort of a medium coverage. And this is what we've got going on with that. Now, I am noticing, straight off the bat, around here and around my nose, it's looking dry. There's kind of, sorry, this is horrible. I don't know whether you can see, but there's like a dry patch sort of there. And I really moisturise my skin really, really well. You know, I've got a really good skincare routine. So, you know, I put as much moisture into my skin as I possibly can. I don't know. I'm going to say, from a distance there, it looks beautiful. It's very glowy, but I do use a glowy moisturiser. So, but from there, that looks beautiful. It's when you start doing the close-up that it doesn't seem to look as nice. But between my brows, which is where I had a problem last time, with that primer, it is better. But personally, I find it drying. You know, it's not that I don't love it. I do, I know, really, really do. I love the way that it looks. It's just, I can feel, even on my skin, how drying it actually feels. You know, it's just weird. But it does look so pretty. You know, so I know a lot of reviews have been awesome about it. And I love the way that it looks. But Oh, it does make my skin feel dry though. Okay, so next we're going to go in with a makeup palette that I actually found in TK Maxx. I think in America it's TJ Maxx, so it gives you some sort of idea what kind of thing it is. And I was reading through the makeup section. I often go in, but everybody seems to trash the makeup. But I actually found a palette they hadn't trashed, and I thought, ooh, do you know what? I'm going to give you a go. And it is the Honest Beauty eyeshadow palette. Don't know what colour this is in. It doesn't actually say. I've just had a quick look and it doesn't actually say. But this is the box for it. And this one usually retails for £25. I have looked it up, so that is definitely the correct retail price. And I got it for £9.99. So not bad at all. Like I say, little hidden gem, that one. And I've always fancied sort of trying some of their eyeshadow palettes. And I think in the UK it was on Cult Beauty and it really was £25. So this is the outside package. I have tried one other thing from them, and if you remember in my favourites video, which I can link down below, it was one of their blushes, which I absolutely love. So let's go and open her up. But I thought this was beautiful. So right up my alley, a lot of cool tones in there. Let's swatch a few. There you go. So we've got a couple of mattes here and a couple of shimmers here. I would have put them there, but I forgot I got eyeliner on that one. So they have swatched beautifully. Okay, so try not to blind you with the mirror. Let's fold that back. I think I'm going to go in with this first colour. Well, this colour here on the top row. They have actually got colours on the back. So that one is Matte Plum. Definitely my colour. So I'm going to try something different again. I just keep trying to change it up a bit. So I'm going to go in with a small brush first. And we're going to go into that crease with that little brush. And just get some colour down. And so it's very, very pigmented. It looks crazy at the moment. Hopefully it won't by the time I'm finished. But you know me. So I'm going to take my next brush up, which is slightly bigger. And I'm just going to blend those edges out. And that's create quite a nice gradient. It's a bit patchy in this corner here. Tiny bit more on there because we can re-blend that out. Still looks a bit patchy just here. Now I'm going to take that first brush and we're going to go in with the white one that was at the bottom. So we're just going to tap into that one. And then we're just going to pop that one under the brow bone. And then just give that a little blend again. And you can see there is a bit of kick up on that, but nothing major, so I'm not mad about that. Things like that one don't actually bother me. So I think I'm going to go into, ooh, so making a mess already. This brown one here, which is called Soft Bronze. And we're just going to deepen up that outer corner. And I think for a change, I'm going to take it on the inner corner. Let's do something like a bit of a halo eye. I never do anything like that, or very, very seldom. So let's see what I can mess up, shall we? Let's tap. And just connect the two. It looks all right. Okay, so for the shimmer, what are we going to do today? Rather liking this sort of bronzy one here. Okay, so taking my little flat brush and just chuck some shadow on there. And we're just going to tap that one on the centre of the lid. Oh, that's a pretty colour. That is a pretty colour, I like that. I think this is going to be a nice everyday eyeshadow. I did buy this one, I think probably about December, and I just haven't had a chance to use it. But that is pretty. Really pretty. We're just going to try it with our finger and see what we get from that. So we're just going to... Ooh, now that's popping. That is popping. That is pretty. That is really pretty. I think I'm just going to deepen up that brown that I used for the inner and outer corner, because I seem to have lost a bit of that. And take that on my flat brush because it gives it more pigmentation. And just pat that. That's better. And I might take that paler shade, this one here, and again on my finger, and just tap a little bit on the middle. Just a tiny, 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 tiny bit. Now that is really popping. I like that. I really like that. So, say it with me. I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to do the other eye and I will be right back. So we're back and I finished off both eyes. I've put on some mascara, concealer, some powder. I didn't have any new ones to use, so I've just gone ahead and done that. But I thought I'd try something, again, a little different today. For Christmas, I bought a liquid eyeshadow from Ted Baker, which is this one here, this nice sort of purpley colour. I can't find a name on it. I've just had a look now and I can't find a name. But it's just on a normal paddle foot wand. And look at that. That is so pretty. So I thought, it could go terribly wrong, as I'm going to get a little brush and I'm going to pop it underneath my bottom eyelashes. So this is what we've got going on with the eyes so far. And I thought, do you know what? It might pair up well with it, might not, but we're going to give it a go anyway. So let's see. Just trying to figure out what brush would be best. So I think I'm going to try with my little flat top brush here. I don't know if you can see that. It's a bit zoom. You see that? No, you don't want to play with me. That's better. Try with that one there. And I'm going to take it straight from this wand here. So I'm literally going to, if I can do that, hold it up that high. So I'm just going to, that's better. There's a bit more product on that side. Tap it into there, like so. This may work, it may not work. So with my mirror, hopefully you can see. This is a bit where it always gets tricky when I need to do some close-up work. And just gonna literally stamp it, because I think stamping with a liquid to begin with might be a little easier. That looks alright. That looks alright. See if we can get a bit closer. So I don't want to mess with it too much, because being a sort of creamy product, I will probably smear it all down my face. So I'm just popping some more on the other brush. I quite like that actually, something a little different. And I thought, well, it'd be a shame not to use it. So we're just going to do exactly the same on the other eye. Hopefully you can see that. There you go. Well, looks okay. Changes it up a bit. I'm going to go back in with the Honest Beauty palette. And I'm going to take, I think this shade here on a little flat brush. And we're just going to pop a little bit of that under the brow bone, just to make it pop a little. Do the same on the other side. There you go, gives it a little extra summer. And we're going to do the inner corner with my little brush here with that same shade. Okay, so just chuck some mascara on under my bottom eyelashes. So on to the next product. This one I got in a Glossy Box subscription and I hadn't used it yet, so I chucked it in my sort of makeup box to try things, and I thought today was a good day to try it. And this is from LA Splash Cosmetics, and it's the Moon Glow palette. I don't know if let's see if I can tilt that a bit because of my lights. And this is, like I say, package is beautiful. And on the inside, so we've got a couple of blushes at the top, a highlighter and the bronzer. So I haven't done powdered bronzer in the longest time. So this could be interesting, you know. When I've dabbled back into powdered bronzers, I'm like, you know, and go back to my cream ones. It's really hard now to go back to powder once I've been using cream, because it's just so much easier to work with, and I just feel it looks so much nicer on my older skin. But we're doing it anyway. So I'm taking my sort of angled bronzer brush that I use for powder. Let's pick that one up. And we're going to dip into that one. Give it a couple of taps. I just don't know how pigmented this is or anything like that. So here goes nothing. So I'm going to do what I normally do. Is I just tap it. I like to tap things. Okay. That's all right. Dip back into that one, tap that around there, do the same on the other side. And go, you can definitely see it, and so it looks quite nice actually. Chuck a bit under my jaw, contour that just a smidge. But yeah, that looks alright. Let's blend that through just slightly because I don't want stripes on my face. Okay, not bad, not bad. Blended easily. Can't decide on the colour, whether it's a bit warm for me. But so far so good. Okay, let's go into the blush. Now this shimmery one is a little bit much. So the other blush is this one here. Let's swatch them. There you go. Oh, I don't know. Now I've swatched that shimmery one. That's not so bad. So what I might do is put a bit of this one on and then maybe use it as a topper. So again, I've just got an angled fluffy brush for this one as well. And we're going to dip into that first one, which is Blushing Luna. Ooh, that's a lot. Okay, I need to tap that twice. Okay, let's tap that off on my mirror and see what she's got. Oh, that's pretty. Yeah, you definitely don't need a lot with this one. I think you could get quite heavy-handed quite quickly with this. So, you know, I think less is more. And just build it up. That's not bad. Just blend that through with the bronzer a little bit because I don't want stripes on my face. That's not a look anybody's going with. I'll say I'm so out of touch now with powdered bronzers that I struggle a little bit. Okay, so let's go in with that other blush. Let's go in. I say I've literally tapped once. I'm going to tap that off and we're just going to very lightly stamp that over. Tell you what it does remind me of is sort of like the Milani Luminoso and like the NARS Orgasm, that kind of thing. Oh, that's gone a bit bright. Gonna get me fluffy brush that used to be powder and just blend that through a little. That's what it reminds me of. But that has got a lot of pigment and I only literally tapped it one time and then tapped it off. That looks pretty. I'm not mad about that. I'm not mad about that at all. Okay, for the highlighter, let's swatch that one, see what we think. Okay, so there's the highlighter there. Might be a little dark for me. So we're going to go in with, again, a very light hand. Again, a lot of pigment comes off, and you can see that. A lot of pigment comes off. And only tap that again twice. So let's just very gently. So I say I don't want to look like a crazy stripy lady today, thank you. Oh, that is pretty. Oh, I don't know, it seems to blend out a lot lighter. Let's do the other side. That's pretty. That is pretty actually. I think sometimes when it looks dark in the pan, it you know, can quite often sort of not be so bad when you actually apply it. It seems to sort of be a lot paler when I apply it, but that is really nice. That is pretty. And like I say, when I look straight on, I can't actually see the stripes there. I don't know whether you can, but I can't in the mirror. I can see that it's glowing, but I can't see the actual colour, which is what you want. You don't want to be able to see the stripes of colour there. You know, I could just see that it was glowy. That is pretty. I like you. Okay, so lastly to lips. I've got 4 different lip products to try today. So the first one we're going to go in with is with an Essence lip liner. This is in the shade 02 Just Perfect, which is this nice kind of pinky, nudie undertone one. Now I'm rubbish at lip liners as well. I'm not very good at anything actually. You know, so I'm definitely not a professional makeup artist, not even close. I'm just a girl that likes to play with makeup. So I've put some lip balm on like I always do. So let's see if I can mess this up. Mirror in the right place. So I tend to start at the top. This is really, really creamy. Yeah, it's very creamy, goes on really easily. And like say for an Essence product, I paid, oh, I don't know, I didn't pay a lot. You know, I don't even know whether I paid £2 for it. I will find the price and leave it in the little box thing here for you. There you go, I didn't mess that up too bad. Let's bring you in a bit. That's not too bad. Pretty colour though. So next we're going to go in with another product from Ted Baker. This is Pucker Up Lipstick with Ted Baker. And this is a matte lipstick and it's in the shade Mauve On. So, which I do like a good mauve. Hopefully it'll pair with my lip liner. And again, I got this one as a Christmas gift. It came with the eyeshadow, so that I used under my lashes. Still think that looks pretty. Okay, let's have a look at this. So I haven't used this one yet either, considering I got it for Christmas. Oh, that's nice. It might pair up all right, actually, with that lip liner, looking at that. We will see. So let's chuck some of that on. Actually, that pairs really well with that. That is surprising. You know, it's a case of one was a gift, one I bought, and I hadn't actually intended on using them on the same video. So it's quite nice that they pair up really, really beautifully. I've got another lipstick to try that's paler. Again, this one's from Essence. I went on a bit of an Essence bender, you know, with lip products. And this is their Hydrating Nude lipstick. The component, if it's gonna... Is it? No, it's not gonna. I don't know why it doesn't want to. And this is in the shade, oh, let's have a look. 302 Heavenly. Let's say this one's a hydrating one. And it's a lot paler, as you can see. There you go. So I thought that might be nice in the middle. So we're just going to dab a little bit in the middle. Don't really do much with that lipstick, but I thought I'd give it a go anyway. So like you do, sometimes you try, you fail. And lastly but not least, we've got an Essence lip gloss. And this is the Extreme Shine Volume Lip Gloss. And this is in the shade 08 Gold Dust. So this is what this one looks like. Let's see if we can do a swatch of that one in between. Probably won't see a lot on this one because it's only got a slight bit of colour. Oh, you can if a bit peachy on that one. So we're going to chuck a bit of that over the top. There we go. And like I say, it has got some reflective particles in, but very, 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 very tiny, weeny bits. So it's not going to be too much and in your face for a daytime. So this is the completed face of makeup. Let's say any other products that I've used but I didn't show on video, I will put in the description box down below. So if you want to know what face powders, mascaras, etc. I've used, you know, do check that one out. But looking, I think it does look really, really nice, you know. But for me personally, the brows, let's pull you in. See where it's started to disappear? That has started to disappear, you know, so that's kind of faded a bit. Bit tricky to work with when it's not something I'm used to working with, you know, but I might get the hang of it. But it's definitely, that has faded, and I put that on approximately just over an hour ago and it seems to have disappeared already. Okay, the Charlotte Tilbury foundation, it does look beautiful on my skin as long as you don't look too closely. You know, when I sort of look in the mirror here, I can see that it is dry. It has emphasised a lot of my fine lines and wrinkles, especially around my mouth. Like I say, end of my nose looks really dry, the creases of my nose. I'm going to say, it does look beautiful in between, even I put primer there. Even that's looking dry, but it does look flawless. It really does look flawless from a distance. You know, on camera, it looks stunning, you know, but in real life, it doesn't look quite as good as it does on camera, I've noticed. You know, which is a shame because it's a pricey product. It's what, £34, and I was dying to try. I literally bought it the day it dropped. Literally, I'd been waiting for it. I had an email that it's dropped, and I was sat at the bus stop waiting for the bus on the way home, and I bought it then and there. You know, so as long as nobody looks at my face too closely. I think if you've got more oily skin, I do think it would be a better fit for you. I really do. You know, this is the second Charlotte Tilbury foundation that I found quite dry on me, you know, so and it goes a bit patchy. But it worked. The other one that I had, the Flawless Filter, I think it was, it did work really well with a sticky primer. This one, no, not so much. So maybe I need to find a more hydrating primer. So I need to go another primer bender to see what I can make it work a lot better with. You know, I figured it out last time and I'm sure I'll figure it out this time. Honest Beauty eyeshadow palette. I really like that. I think my eyes have turned out really, really nice. I do like that, and I like the combination of colours that are in that palette as well. Especially when you've got like the mauvey tone ones and then you've got the kind of the browns to pair it up with. I like that. I think for $9.99 I did good. The Ted Baker liquid eyeshadows that I got under my eyes, I like in that look. You know, something completely different for me. I like it. I think it pairs really well with the Honest Beauty eyeshadow palette. So, you know, thanks Pops. Really liking that one, darling. The LA Splash face powder quad. I like it. Like I said, I went a little heavy-handed with that blush topper. I don't care. I think it looks pretty. You know, even with the bronzer and that, you know, it's not too in your face. Don't think it's too warm for me looking at it in the viewfinder because it does look very different there to in real life. But I actually like that, you know, and the highlighter on it as well was really, really pretty. I say it's got a nice glow. It's very buildable. Use it with a light hand, you know, just for a little summer, or you can build it up to a really pretty glow. So actually very impressed with that one. I will find a price for that one and link that, the price of it as well, because like I said, I got it in a subscription box. I got no idea the price of that one, but I actually quite like that. Suitably impressed. Essence lip liner. Do you know what? I would buy more. They were pennies. That's how, you know, I'll find a price for everything and put it all underneath. But you know, for the amount of money that I paid for that, it was so creamy, went on so easily. You know, the colour was pretty, and yeah, very impressed with that, you know. So I think I might just have to go and do a little bit more lip liner shopping. I know I don't wear them very often, but every now and again I do like to wear a lip liner. and you know, maybe I'll start getting a little bit more into them if I've got more of an array of colours to use. The Ted Baker lipstick, Mauve On, I think it was called. Really nice, lovely colour, like I say, pure luck it paired with that lip liner. Definitely more luck than judgment, but it glided on really well. Lovely pigmentation, you know, nice even coating, very happy with that. So again, thanks Pops. The Essence Hydrating lipstick, like I said, we couldn't really see it over that one, so you know, I can't really give a complete review on that one, but you know, I think that one's going to be nice because it's felt very hydrating, felt very moisturising, so I think, you know, I probably will end up enjoying that one. And the Essence lip gloss, I like it. Like I say, it's not stringy, it's not sticky, it's not anything. It hasn't got huge glitter particles. It's just pretty, you know, just for a little something just to kind of pimp your lipstick up a bit. So very impressed with that. So overall, you know, quite impressed with most of those products today, which is always a good day. So I hope this video wasn't too long. I really hope that it, you know, I can get it under sort of half an hour. It took a little longer than I thought it was going to, but I had a lot to play with, you know, I had a lot of fun, and I hope you did too. So if you enjoy these kind of videos, enjoy my content, or you want to just see some more from me, please like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate that, and hopefully I will see you on the next one.